I'm gonna move my chat box down. Yeah. So I don't gotta break my neck. Hey, what's going on? It's been a while. Yeah, it's been a hot minute. Not too much. Just my summer was really busy, full of cons, full of conventions, and then I just you know I, I had conventions, and then I had a shit ton of commissions that I did. I think I did like over the course of the summer. If you count all the convention commissions, I think I did like over 100. It's crazy. Yeah, yeah. The money this the money this summer was very good. I really I was supposed to be in New York right now for Anime NYC. Like right now I was supposed to be there. Like I was gonna land at like 6 in the morning, New York time, and then go to the con and set up and then just, and then um I was supposed to do some live art at the Copic booth, which is like the thing that makes me the saddest this weekend about like not being able to make it. Um yeah, I was gonna do some live art at the Copic marker booth. So like a bunch of flights got delayed yesterday or canceled, and sorry, I think my mic's really low for you guys. Let me crank that up a little bit. uh yeah, so basically they would have had to rebook all my stuff because I was going to miss my connecting flight, and then I wouldn't have arrived to New York until like either end of day today, or um if we got delayed again, it would have been like sometime on Saturday. And then if you know anything about conventions or if you've ever sold, it takes a little bit of time to set up. So essentially I would, if I decided to go, I would at best have like a day and a half at maybe even just one day to go into profit, because you still have to make all your money back, versus if I canceled everything, then I could at least just get my money back for my investments for that show, like hotel and flight and all that. So it was just like, logistically, it just made more sense to just kind of stay home. And that's assuming everything went, well in regards to the flight and sales. I mean, I'm confident things would have went fine with sales, but just can't trust the weather, man. Can't trust the airline. Well, it's not even the airlines. Like, what are they gonna do? It's not like the airlines want to upset you. It's not like they don't want to make money. The weather's fucked up. What are they gonna do? So I think a younger version of me would have been tripping out super hard, um, about not being able to go. This will be my first Anime NYC that I missed since the show started. Like the show started in like 2017, I believe, their first year, and I've been there every year since. Well, every year they've had one, COVID. So this will be my first year where I'm not there. That sucks. Yeah. It's all good now. I get to be home. It's for the best. It's kind of like the universe telling me to get up back on my shit, because like now that I've been back doing a lot of cons this year, or I guess the past year and a half. I've been back doing a lot of conventions, and I really don't. You guys know, if you've been here long enough, you know that I haven't really enjoyed doing them. So this was almost just kind of like a nice wake up call where the universe was just kind of like, you know what? Stop fucking around. Get back to your get back to your other projects that you had going on. So I have another convention next weekend scheduled in Colorado, and I'm all paranoid now. I'm just like, fuck, what if something happens? Friday today, right? It's Friday. Feels like a Saturday. I have like no sense of no sense of time. I gave it to the airlines though. Um, they were very they were very easy about refunding me my flight. They didn't even fight me. The lady who I talked to was just like, "Yeah, it's fucked up. Here's your money. Go away." What's everyone up to? All the days feel like they mostly just blend together. I used to think that was only like all the days do blend together for me. Like I used to think that was just because like I don't work like a 9 to 5 job. I used to think that because like I'm self-employed that I just don't have any concept of time. But I have when I talk to my friends, they all have day jobs and they're all just like, dude, I don't fucking know what's going on. I have no idea what week it like I don't know what month it is. I think it's just like a I think everybody's just tired. I'm very tired. We've had a lot of doctor's appointments too. That's really, really tired me out. I try not to talk about that stuff on stream, but I'm just like, it wears me down, man. So, if you guys are wondering why I haven't been streaming a lot, like I've been doing a lot of conventions, right? Eh, But ultimately, I just haven't been prioritizing it. That's really what it comes down to. Been a little, I've been a little bitch about streaming. Oh, tattoos. Oh, that's fun. That's gonna be so much fun. Oh my god, I want to go get more tattoos. I've been wanting to get more tattoos for like 10 years. I just don't make time for it because I'm a little bitch. Where are you considering? You don't have to tell me what it is, but like where are you considering and like what's the size of your tattoo that you're thinking? Be man, what's going on? Treating yourself by heal your body up and have a mini spa. That's nice. That's nice. Treating yourself is good. Yeah. The only I've been a lot better about taking care of my body lately. I've stopped vaping. So, I quit smoking a long time ago. Um give or take. Give or take social events. But I stopped vaping. Um uh and now I'm back on like counting my macros and micros, back in the gym like consistently. I've been feeling great. Um but it's taking time away from like work and I was having some issues at first. I was just like, man, I can't be here at the gym. I gotta be drawn. It's bothering me. But yeah, I've been a lot better about ignoring that little voice in my head. So I've been treating myself and my body a little bit better too. So that's good. I do need to have a little manicure pedicure day. My nails are all fucked up. Same's on you, the manicure pedicure, dude. Like, I don't know if it's because I'm getting. Oh, you're gonna get something anime related. That's cool. Yeah, I been meaning, like, I already know for sure the tattoo I'm gonna get next. I just have to find the time and the right tattoo artist for it. I just haven't been actively bothering to go look, but I'm gonna get the around right here. You know the magician circle that's behind Dark Magician. You know, well, that's behind a lot of the Yu-Gi-Oh spellcasters. Yeah, I'm gonna get that put around here, and then immediately underneath it is gonna be the you know, that circle around the Digivice. Yeah, so I'm gonna have those two going along here around my forearm. I just have to actively go look for an artist to do it. Like, I know some artists who I know some tattoo artists, but they hella busy. So how's the stream looking, everybody? I recently did kind of a rebuild upgrade on my computer because the you guys remember the when we were streaming before, I had to like drop I had to give up a lot of stuff in order to get it just to run stable. But now I have everything like I have everything like cranked all the way the fuck up just so I can test out um my new gear. So hopefully it's going smooth. I'm also testing my temps right now. So all of this is kind of like a little test run, but everything looks like it's moving pretty smooth. The Batman, I'm more of a Green Arrow fan. I want to get a tat of him looking over. You need to start your tattoo journey, but you need money. Find the right one to nail your ideas. See, oh, you know what? That's another thing. I I didn't even think about that till like right now. Yeah, because you know I'm using a pre-existing design on my next two tattoos, similar to your Full Metal. Oh, excuse me. pre-existing designs, but like when you the current tattoo that I have, I got this tattoo like long before I started drawing. So I gave the idea to the tattoo artist and then I let him kind of run with it. And then the idea that he came up with, I actually wasn't a huge fan of. But at the time, I just was just like, I don't give a fuck. Just give me a tattoo, you know. KR, thank you. Hello. So moving forward, I mean, I guess it does make it easier that I'm using pre-existing designs for the next two, but I know that all the stuff that's coming after that, I'm gonna fully design myself, and I just need somebody with the needle to put it on. What's everyone up to this? What's everyone got going? Can you guys believe it's Friday? First of all, but what does everyone else have planned for the weekend? He started getting Loki says started getting tattoos young. Told the guy I wanted a ninja standing in the moonlight, and he messed it all up. Like he messed up the design. Or the like the design or like the execution of it um on your body. Damn. Yeah, my tattoo is like it's really big, like from here to like right here. It's not like I regret it though. Like it was a fun experience. Um and to a degree it is like a meaningful tattoo. Now it's not like I mean, so much more sentimental when I was younger, but um it's definitely not something that I regret. All I know is like maybe it's because now, as an artist, because back then I wasn't, but now I'm just like, man, I could have hella, like, I could design something hella better now than that guy would could did back in the day. A scorpion with a moon behind it. That's that thing though, where it's like, and again, I'm not. I have friends who happen to be tattoo artists, so I ain't talking shit about anybody. I like tattoo artists. They're a fun group, but like a lot of the tattoo artists who I've met in person, they tend to not have the traditional skill set. You know, most illustrators have. You know what I mean? Like this kind of like the boring stuff. Love like just like studying, building visual library. You know, the mileage and all that. A lot of them tend to skip over that. I think it's because like I mean, you have to use a stencil. You know, when you're tattoo somebody. You know what I mean? Like you just have to because you're fucking with somebody's body, right? So maybe they're just like, I got the stencil. I got it. I don't need to, you know. Damn, to the point where you want to get it covered? Shit. Let me move my mic over. Come on. My bad about the camera. Okay. I'm gonna get it covered with a wolf. Watch. The next artist. Oh, you need a wolf. I got you. I got you. He just draws like Where Garurumon. That's your favorite. But that's not what you asked for, though. It's gonna be that again. Not really though. How long did it take for you to become confident in drawing? Confident. Um, I think more. I'm just comfortable with this. I think it's more like I'm comfortable drawing like this in my sketchbook without any undersketching because it's what I have the most practice with. I have years of doing sketchbook work like out in the field. Um like so I'm confident in doing this kind of stuff because like it's my comfort zone. Um there are other things, there are other mediums that I'm not as, I say, confident in. Um no, you know what? All right, scratch all that. Let me rephrase that answer. Um, I think after a certain amount of practice, you get kind of, an artist will eventually kind of get numb to drawing. I don't know, man. I couple of years. I don't know. Sorry for the shit answer. I think it's just this thing. I don't think an artist should. I don't think anyone should ever be like skittish about their drawings. Like I understand, like if you like, for example, this weekend um I was supposed to do live art at the Copic marker booth in New York. Now I wasn't like nervous or unconfident about it. Um but you know, I did have that bit in my head where I was just like, all right, look, you can't fuck around. You better focus, right? Like I had the like that kind of feeling in my head. Oh, you know what? Okay, you know what it is? You know what it is? Okay, I think I have the proper answer to that. Um you don't you as an artist, you should never be nervous or unconfident about drawing anything, whether that's by yourself or in front of people, if uh if you know you've practiced. There you go. That's the fucking answer. I was like, there's an answer here, but I'm too like tired and stupid to think of it. Um so like, you know, like you could be like hella good at basketball, but if you ain't been on the court for like 4 months, and then your buddies who have been playing every day, like, hey man, come play with us. You know, just come through on Saturday. You're gonna sit there and be like, shit. Like hella out of, you know? You can be like, shit, how do I get out of this? That's what drawing is. As long as you're practicing. Um yeah, as long as you're practicing, you know, you're staying sharp um with your drawings. There's no reason to ever feel any way about them. Oh, we have some comments that are not showing up in my chat box, so apologies. I'm just noticing them now. So if there are any comments that I'm missing, it's because they're not showing up on my chat box. My bad. Destroy one. Okay, so all right, my bad. The real answer is your confidence will come from just knowing that you can do it, and that comes from practicing a lot. No, well, I'm multi-streaming across like I'm multi-streaming across hella platforms. That's why. So, but like my Streamlabs only shows the Twitch and the YouTube chat. Um, I'm supposed to have a little thing here that's supposed to consolidate all of the chats, but it's not working right now for some reason. What did you ever end up doing with the two guys fighting over the cigarette in the car? Oh, that little comic strip? I just abandoned it. Um, because some of it got water damaged. So I put it, and this is true. So the stack was about that big, right? It's about that big. I put it under my desk, and you guys know, like, my window is actually right here. We used to have the desk here and the camera facing that way. So I had put it there, and then I cracked the window open, and then it was raining one day, and it damaged the first, like, not a lot, like maybe 10 pages. And at that, and then there was some other stuff around it that got damaged too. And I was just kind of like, you know what? Fuck all this. Not really. I mean, I didn't care. I have so many projects that I've discarded over the years. Wait, no, that's pinky side over here. Dude, what's going on, man? Malcolm, what's going on, dude? Appreciate that. I, speaking of Twitch subs, I have just been made aware very recently that Twitch changed something with the price or the value of subbing on Twitch. I haven't followed up on it. But I've been told that prices have changed or gone up or something like that. Regardless, thank you. I appreciate it. Man. Yeah, I'm only on the phone app. That's crazy. So they have different prices for their shit phone app, which sucks, by the way. They have different prices for that as they do the desktop. That's crazy. Like, that's like going on the freeway and having, like, I was about to say having people on the freeway drive different speeds, but here in the US they do that. Never mind. That's a bad example. So I've had a very full summer of conventions. Um, we can do a little convention roundup if you want. Um, oh, you know what? I had my cons this summer have been great. Too long didn't read. All my cons this summer have been great. I had one crazy incident where I almost got kicked out of a con because I almost beat the shit out of somebody. And you know me, I'm not a tough guy. I'm a pretty nice guy. I'm a pretty like a easygoing. I'm really softy. But something happened where I was just like, nah, nah, we're gonna go catch this guy. Like we gotta go. We gotta go. Like it was really bad. And I was at the con with my friend, and if he wasn't there to like calm me down and kind of like almost literally physically restrain me, shit was gonna go bad. So what happened was, um, and I'm not in the wrong here, okay? So this another reason why I don't. Anyway, so we were setting up for a convention. This was day before the convention started. So we were all setting up. I had my pro panels with me, not the little display that hooks onto the table that's like 6 feet tall. This is like a 12-foot tall hard black panel display, like my really expensive top tier setup that takes hours to get done, right? So I had paid more to get a corner booth. I had a corner booth, right? And then so I had you pay extra so you can get foot traffic from both directions. His booth was an inline spot right here, right? And then there were a couple more inline spots behind him, whatever, whatever. So I had my panels set up in such a way where I was trying to maximize visibility because I did pay for a corner spot. You know, paid almost double what he paid or what non-corner booths paid. Um, so I had my setup, right? He comes by and asks me if I would be willing to redo my design, my booth setup. And I'm just like, what are you talking about? He's like, well, you're kind of blocking me because he had his stuff set up kind of in the how he had his stuff set up in a certain way, right? That didn't really vibe with the way I had my stuff set up. But it doesn't matter because everyone has their own booth, right? Um, it's just part of tabling where you do have to kind of compensate your setup for the people around you, which is one of the reasons I've made a like an artist alley setup that kind of works. Anyway, my point is he came up and he was just kind of like, "Hey, would you consider changing your booth around?" I'm just like, "Nah, because I would have to disassemble the whole thing, which would take me like an hour to disassemble and like 2 or 3 hours to reassemble to rotate it." And I said, we're working in like a 10 by 10 square. It doesn't matter which way I rotate it anyway, it's gonna block you. And then he was just like being kind of a dick about it. And I was like, all right, well, it is what it is. And then he goes and snitches to the artist alley manager. And I'm cool with the artist alley manager, by the way. And I know he's hella busy, so he went and snitched to that guy. And then eventually, the manager came to me and he's just like, "Hey, had someone complain about your booth. I'm gonna have to see if he'd be willing to, to take it down and swap it around." And I was just like, "This is the guy who runs the artist alley asking me to do this." So naturally, I had to start considering it. So then I was just like, "I'll see what I can do." So then I kind of sit there, and it was over. My brain was just like, "This fucking rat over here." Um. So then it was like an hour later. I was just sitting there. I didn't get anything done. So then I hit up the artist alley manager. I was just like, "Nah, I'm not doing it. I paid money to be here. If he, I know who snitched to you. If he has a fucking problem, he can come to me." Like that's what the email was like. I was super aggressive. And then my buddy came, the one my helper buddy came, and I told him what happened, and I was just like, I cannot wait for this motherfucker to get back. I'm gonna beat the shit out of his fucking ass. Like I was just so mad. I actually have it on the I have it on the vlog. That's why I didn't release the vlog to this one because half of it is just me like swearing. Uh anyway, even now I'm just getting mad just talking about it. Anyway, the guy was trying to the reason that made me angry was because he didn't ask me to do anything. He tried to force me to do something. You see the difference? If you ask somebody and they say no, that's what it is. You ask me, I say no, and you get somebody else to try and make me do it, then you didn't ask. You try to make me do it. And he was fucking with my money. And anyway, That's the long. That's like the short version of it. So that's the most interesting thing that happened this summer. And then I think it was on day one after the convention started. I just like lost my shit, and I went over to his table and I started yelling. I was like slamming my hand on his table. I was fucking yelling at him. My buddy had to. Good time. Little douche. He's a snitch. And because I have the because I was recording a vlog for that show, so I actually have the audio of me yelling at him, and it was like, I mean, in hindsight, I was just like, man, I was kind of overreacting, but you know how it is in the moment when you're, road rage, whatever. Um, yeah, I was just like, oh my god, I was saying all kinds of crazy shit. I was just like, "You fucking come around this, I see you in front of my fucking." I was going crazy shit. In hindsight, I'm just like, damn, that's crazy. That's like too much. But in the moment, I remember how I was feeling. Yeah, my buddy had to like physically pull me away. He's like, "Hey man, we got money to make." That's fucking- oh, you kind of seem to be in the wrong here. It does suck that the booth you've set up takes that long to change. I wasn't in the wrong at all. I didn't violate any height restrictions. I paid more for a corner spot, and he came by and asked me to change it, and I told him no matter the way we change it, it will block you regardless because that's just how it is. So Char, in what universe was I? No, I'm not even gonna ask that because I know I'm not in the wrong. In what universe? W- why would, like, if you were in that scenario? What reasoning would you? Because like the corner spots pay almost double, and there's a reason we do that. It's for better visibility. So you want me to unoptimize? I get if it broke rules, but it didn't. Do you think people will take? Oh, excuse me. So someone says, "Do you think people will like my cartoon art style on Twitch if I live stream it?" I don't know. I don't know what your art style looks like. And then you can never really guess what people like. You should just stream it. That'll be your best way to do it. Just to stream it a couple of weeks, test it out, and see what people like. Or excuse me, see if they like what you got going on. That's really the only way to test it because you can't guess what people like here on Twitch or on YouTube. Like you just can't. So yeah, just stream it, test it out. Overlord, what's going on? Yeah, summer's been really good. The conventions were very busy. I'm actually supposed to be in New York right now, but through some flight cancellation shenanigans, I wouldn't arrive at the con in time, and I just decided, you know what, it's logistically it's better for me to kind of just stay home and get my money back for the flight and hotel. Yeah. Kind of like you're driving. If you're driving, you're getting mad at the guy in front of you because he doesn't drive as fast as you do. You don't call the cops. But I mean, okay. Uh, you're not a convention. You know how much you paid and how to set up. So this guy was trying to move you on your turf, try to go beyond. Yeah, it's not so much that he asked me to move. That's totally fair. It's that he went around to somebody and tried to make me. That's what bothered me. It wasn't that he wanted. It's not that he asked me to move. That's totally fair. It's that he went and snitched to somebody. That's what set me off. I was just like, for real? Where? I was like, really? Anyway, yeah, no. So so here's a nice little thing. If you everyone does this at conventions where it's like when I was getting started, so there would be my 6 foot table and the next guy's 6 foot table. When I was getting started, I had that kind where I had the tripod feet and I would put it here and it would go about like 8 feet tall. And then I would always be tabled next to people who had like 15 feet tall, whatever, you know what I'm talking about? Like, and then they would close in the sides, which could kind of block you off, which still happens today. But that's just how it is. That's part of the job. So if anybody is, if that happens to anybody, it's just part of the job. And it's your responsibility to be like, well, I need to come up with a display that will make it so that I don't have that issue in the future, you know? And you don't do that by tearing people around you down. You figure that shit out for yourself. You know what I mean? So that's what it is. I'm glad I was able to recoup not all the losses. There was some stuff I couldn't. There was some stuff that I couldn't refund because I mean it was day of, right? So it was it was like yeah, it was like take what I can or you know risk like quadruple the amount. So it was kind of like a but at least this way I get to be home. Oh, So what does everyone have? What does everybody have going on this weekend? Now that my weekend plans have been grounded. No NYC for you either. And that show is just missing out this year. Just sitting at home watching your friends. Hey, you know what? My buddy was because I was going solo to this one, and when you sign up for the booth, they give you two badges. I just realized that my buddy was kind of relying on my second badge because he has like a team of people, but they didn't give him enough badges. So he was just like, "Hey man, can you spare your other one?" I'm like, "Yeah man, you could totally have it. I ain't using it. Don't worry about it. Just come by my table." Ooh shit, I gotta let him know I ain't going. I'm not gonna lie, man. I was upset when they changed it to August. I'm not gonna lie. I loved the winter vibe. Like it was the November convention, you know? Like it was the November, the end of year show, you know what I mean? Like that was like the last hurrah kind of thing. I loved winter anime NYC. We got these crazy fall showers, which is why I couldn't be there. I ain't never run into I mean, we ran into ice flying in November, but I mean, they know how to deal with ice. So the date changes why I couldn't make it this year. No, but it is my fault. I would say it's more. No, it's not my fault the plane got delayed. But this year I have been doing something different with my traveling. Traditionally, I will travel to a convention one day early, so arrive on a Thursday if the con starts on Friday. I do that for a little wiggle room in case stuff like this happens. But this year I did something a little different where as I fly, I'm trying to red eye my way to land there and go straight to the convention because I just don't want to be away from home for so long. And I don't want to spend my fucking life on the road. So I'm trying to cut my travel days short a little bit. And had I left to New York a day early, I think I would have I mean, I'm pretty sure I would have got there in time to do the show. So I do take a huge responsibility in you know like with what happened because like I've traveled long enough that I should fucking know better, right? Um, so that kind of sucks. Parsley, what are you doing? August is like right after AX. Yo, they also moved Evo from September to July or late August to July. So it went it went Anime Expo. It went Anime Expo. I did something else, and then it went straight into Evo, and then straight into Otakon, and then there was something else, and then straight into Anime NYC. Like this summer been crazy. Like this summer has been crazy. And then TwitchCon's supposed to be coming up hella soon. I didn't get into TwitchCon this year. I mean, fair game. I haven't been streaming, so. But then again, there's a lot of artists there who don't stream, who get tables anyway, which whatever. Oh, you know what? I know why I didn't get into I know why I didn't get accepted to TwitchCon San Diego. It's because they accepted me to TwitchCon, the Europe TwitchCon. That's why. But I couldn't go to that one because I had some travel issues. So based on everything that I've heard, this isn't fact. It's just anecdotal, I guess. It's stuff I've heard from other artists. Is just kind of like, well, if you get into one, you're not going to get into the other one because TwitchCon has two shows per year. They have the Europe one, then they have one that's the US one, the San Diego or Vegas, whichever wherever they're going to hold it. And from what I've heard from people, it's like once you get into one, you don't get into the other one, just because then it would just be the same fucking people over and over, right? Which is fair game. So to me, I think the fact that I got accepted to the Europe one and then I didn't turn them down for it, like had I turned them down, even though I got accepted, I probably would have gotten to San Diego because I've gotten into TwitchCon every year. So it's not Twitch that turned me down. I think I put myself in a scenario where I got myself turned down. So Chappie, what's up? I wanted to go to it. Like I was dead set on going to it, but I just again the travel issues, just things happened. I couldn't go. I actually skipped out on there's a convention last weekend in San Jose, California. It was a GalaxyCon San Jose. GalaxyCon has quite a few conventions throughout the US. But this was their first time having one of their like branches of their shows in San Jose or in California rather. And I was actually really oh, I should go. I was like interested in doing it and I signed up, but then last minute I had this weird gut feeling that it was going to be bad. And I had some from family stuff that I had to take care of that I was could have chosen to skip out of and they would have understood because I could have been like, yeah, I have work. But I had this weird feeling that it was going to be bad. So I just told my family, like, you know what, I could help out. I got this. And it worked out because apparently that show sucked. So I got like a sixth sense about these things now. You're gonna try to get yourself back out in the internet. My bad. I wish that I okay. It's probably because I haven't streamed in a while, but a lot of the stuff I have in my Streamlabs is like not working right. So I can't see all the consolidated chats. Let me see what this says. Gonna do some replanning to get yourself back out on the internet. Well, I wish you the best of luck with all that. You know, getting your stuff out on the internet and seen again. I suck at getting my artwork seen. I told you guys I ran like the experiment where I was like, I used to be pretty hardcore social media guy. I used to be like the Gary V whatever stuff. And it wasn't really I couldn't get eyeballs to my artwork or my posts or anything or my YouTube videos or anything. And so then one day I said fuck it. So then I experimented by not posting anything for a long time and then just posting like every now and then. The difference in my engagement is the same. There's no difference. It didn't matter if I was uploading a YouTube video like every week or if I uploaded like 4 videos a year. The views was like it was all the same. Like it was all the same. And I was like, I look at my engagement or like, they send you like the data. Like it was all the same. So I'm like, you know what? Fuck this. I don't care. Oh yeah. How you liking I love photography. I suck at it, but I enjoy it. Is that more of like a hobby, or is that one of your jobs? Hobby, okay. Well, I'll tell you what. I'll tell you what. No, my wife is happy that my plane got delayed. She's like, "Oh man, I just want you home all the time." I'm just like that. My wife wanting me home all the time is half and half. It's half she's still recovering, so she needs me home, but half also she hates when I fucking hate leaving too. Like I've become such a homebody ever since I turned blonde. It's just like I just want to stay home all the time. I've been blonde for over a year. Isn't that fucking crazy? I look back on some pictures and I'm just like, yeah, we ain't ever gonna go back to natty hair. You got kids football soccer tournament tomorrow. A local fun day Sunday and agriculture show on Monday. You could do a game tonight, but might be pushing your health for the rest of the weekend. So we can get technical question for you. Um I keep forgetting I'm talking to Chappie because your name on my Streamlabs is like super dark blue. I keep forgetting I'm talking to you. I should know all this stuff already. Um how much space like data hard drive space do you find yourself having to store with all the photography that you do? Because like I said, I recently rebuilt my computer. It's so pretty now. But one of the reasons I rebuilt was because I had my old case because I didn't want to build a little NAS station. I don't want those motherfuckers. Um I needed more bays for spinning drives. So I have like 40 terabytes in this thing right now. And my old case could only carry like one and a half spinning drives because like I say one and a half because all the cables like it had two slots, but the cables were like blocking one of the slots. So I was kind of like like kind of shoved a hard drive in there, and it was like not really seated properly. Anyway, so I find that like with all my art stuff and all my video stuff that I need to edit that I haven't edited, like all everything combined, even pictures I will take just on my phone from conventions eats up so much data, and I can only imagine as a photographer, you probably keep like raw files of everything, right? I don't even do that, so I'm just like, dude, how much fucking space are you using right now? You know, because like I just have my phone, I just got my little phone to take pictures when I'm at cons, you know, for Facebook, for Instagram stories and stuff, and I still end up eating up hella space. Yeah, I got like 40 terabytes right now of space. So when I did the rebuild, I'm just like, I don't ever want to open this thing back up again. It was cool though, because when we did the computer rebuild, um, I was able to. I had my wife help me because she wanted to learn how to build a like she wanted to learn how to build a computer. So I let her like see the CPU, which was really nerve wracking for me, by the way, because it was not a it was not a cheap CPU. So I was just like, okay, okay, you just drop it. um, yeah. So anyway, that was fun. That was fun times. Not much. You keep photos for a weekend and then oh, you delete them. Okay, see, I'm a fucking data hoarder. I archive everything. I archive like I have a lot of raw footage of all my vlogs. I for the most part I have all the raw footage to all that stuff. You want to know something that really hurt? I have a 22 terabyte hard drive. It's a Western Digital Red. It's 22 terabyte hard drive, and it had all the raw footage of all the masterworks. It died. I mean, I have the time lapses of everything, and I have some of the Pokemon footage, but the all of the raw footage from all the other ones is on that hard drive, and I haven't taken it to a data recovery center or like I haven't gotten a data recovery job done on that hard drive. I'm pretty confident that we can get it restored because I don't want to say what I did, but it was my fault that I fucked up the hard drive. SATA powered bullshit. Anyway, so I think that maybe it's just having a power issue and the drive won't spin up, but I'm pretty sure that like the info is still there. Anyway, isn't that sad? And not only is it sad that I lost that footage, it's a 22 terabyte drive that I fucking lost. That thing was hella expensive. That shit was like $500. Very sad, yeah. I have music playing for me, but not for y'all because I ain't trying to get hit with that stuff anymore. Yeah, yeah. I hear A Fest is gone. A Con is also not gone, but it's not like a for sure show anymore. You have the same problem. You have to move stuff from one hard drive to another. That might take time. Yeah, if you sense that your hard drive is acting up, I'm one of those guys where I have me losing that 22 terabyte hard drive and losing the footage to the time lapse or losing the footage to the masterwork drawings. You know, honestly, it's not a big. I don't actually didn't hurt my feelings as much as I thought because like I still like the drawings are done. I still have the backups to the drawings, and then I have the backups to the time lapse videos. But the raw footage themselves, it sucks that I lost it. But I actually like it didn't hurt my feelings that much. I have that's the first time I've ever lost like art related, work related data. And I've heard so many stories of my friends, art colleagues who have lost like they're digital artists and they don't have backups of like their art files that they end up turning into products. They don't have backups of. I'm like, that's fucking crazy, dude. How do you not? You know, as somebody who's primarily traditional, um, you know, it's a little easier for me to keep backups of everything, you know. But at the end of the day, I do still make backups of it. And my point is, if your hard drive, if you even suspect that it's starting to act up, or it's making a noise or something, go buy another one and transfer it over. Like spinning drives are so inexpensive these days. There's like no reason not to. Yeah, backups of your dumb cosplay photos. Nothing but like 10 years of cloud. On the next, yeah, it, external hard drives are cheap now too, dude. I think I don't know if it's Seagate who makes it, but there's like a 20 terabyte drive that's like $250 on Amazon. It's either Seagate or it's not Western Digital. I, I can't remember who makes it. I just don't like external drives because it's one of those things where I'm paranoid about. I mean, I have an external drive as like a backup. But I don't trust the batteries in those things, so I'm always paranoid. I like to get spinning drives. You bet. Like I would prefer to just get the a spinning an HDD, and then you can get like one of those docks. You know what I'm talking about? They're like a USB dock where you could just put either a 2.5 or a 3.5 drive in it, and then it reads it like a mass storage device. I'd rather do that than buy yeah. Or I just bought a case that could support like how many I can't remember how many drives this case could support. But I have a slot for one more because right now I have it populated. But my motherboard can't support another one, so that's not the anyway. Yeah, I'm a data hoarder. It's slash hoarding, but also I'm just so paranoid about losing it. Like, and it's not just that. I have like pictures on there. I have pictures of like my family. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I have pictures and videos from all these conventions I've been to. And like when I'm like fucking I was gonna say when I'm 40, but that's not even that far away. When I'm like 60, when I'm like 60, I don't wanna be like I feel like I wanna look back on those pictures and stuff. So I mean I'm a data hoarder, but I think it's for a good reason, you know, like and then I'm in my back of my mind as somebody who's a video editor in the back of my mind I'm always just like one day I'm gonna do something with all this footage. I fucking know it, you know. And not that's not a maybe, it's like a guarantee. I'm I'm gonna eventually I'm gonna have like 2 decades worth of artists traveling, and I'm gonna do something with it, and I don't want to lose all that, you know. Just yeah, you know what? Like, yeah. But yo, externals are really inexpensive these days. There's like no reason not to. Even something as I mean, we're talking about big numbers, but honestly, if you get like a little external drive, you know, 8 terabytes, it's like $100. That's plenty for for a normal person. 10 terabytes. You good. You good for life. Well, I don't know. Phones these days are taking really high quality stuff, taking really high quality pictures and videos that use more space. So yeah, that's another interesting thing with phones, where it's just like the quality of everything that phones do is going up, you know, and naturally that takes more space. But it doesn't feel like they're really upping the native space that comes with phones. Like a 1 terabyte internal storage phone is still like the premium. When in my opinion, that should be the standard. So the thing's ready to go soon. Yeah, my the boot drive that I'm using on my computer, the uptime on it is like insane because you know I built this like the original build on this system was like in 2021, and we've been using it for everything, all the masterworks, all the streaming, all the like everything has been on this system. I don't have a workstation, and the personal everything's done on here, and the I'm using just like a regular. It's still a SATA. It's not an NVMe. It's like a Western Digital Blue because you know during the lockdown times that's all I had access to, and it's just kind of like I can tell that it's not doing as well as it used to do. Like it's just not as snappy. Um, and I looked at the uptime. They're like, well, generally it's supposed to be this. And I'm like, oh shit, I better better go clone this thing onto a to an NVMe soon. Yeah, I'll do it. I'll do it later. You're on the clock. I was like, man, it feels like you're always on the clock. How's life been for you? How's work been? How's everything? You done any fasting while I've been away? But as for me, it's been life is good. Just same old. Just working the cons, making money, drawing as much as I can. I've been taking a lot of commissions over the summer. During the conventions. Man, I'll and they're just graphite commissions. So they're just pencil work. So it's actually really fast. Dude, I must have done like over 100 convention commissions over the past like 2 months. Shit is crazy, dude. I must have just been like, yeah, I've been having a lot of fun doing the graphite commissions. graphite drawing. It's because like it's so forgiving of a medium, you know. Um, and it's fun because I can just like scribble. I don't gotta worry about anything. Yeah. Well, the dog is whining. We're gonna come back on in a little bit. This was just a nice way to get the morning started. Yeah. Um, there's actually a topic that I need to study, and I told myself I'm gonna try and study it on stream. That way, I could be. It's not for any like stream reason. It's just to hold myself accountable to make sure that I learn it. So I'm gonna go take care of stuff, but I'll see you guys in a bit. Okay. Thank you for hanging out. Everybody have a good day at work. Thank you for hanging out with me this morning. I appreciate it, keeping me company. Um, yeah. Anyone who's at New York, fuck y'all. No, I'm just kidding. Have a good one. Bye, everybody. And the person who said that I was